video festival that we've been doing every month for the past 5 years soon, called Minute Moments, where we invite people to bring 1 minute of video, and every month we have other activities like this, like the Nomad Circles, where we get a location for 1 weekend and invite people to make a film within that location, within only that weekend. So we've done this 3 locations now. So these are things where we do a lot of our Moment Factory communities, where we do a lot of our R&D and also develop the resources, I guess the human resources, for a lot of our projects. Like most people that work at Moment Factory kind of came in contact with us through the community part of our venture, and I guess on a more informal basis and more experimental one, and just an open part of our company, you know, which is I guess pretty unique. There's other collectives like this that are related, or communities that are related to companies, but in our case it's really kind of part of our veins, you know. It's the kind of content I put up generated the content people gave us, you know. So you started getting this kind of feedback right from the start, where, not to say we created a genre, because I think that'd be very I don't know, presumptuous, but it's that, you know, there's an inspiration that went back and forth, you know, that we put up stuff, and then, you know, people sent us the same sort of thing, which affected our work and advice and so on. I think that's happening more and more also in the past 5 years. It's like the web and this whole like computer technologies is really, all this open source is really making it more and more possible to bring different ideas together, you know. And it's like the languages are all starting to align more and more. It's probably going to be more and more like that, where each time the ideas might come from what you bring together, more than like what you create from scratch. We really like it for the client to come and make themselves a part of the factory during the process. And that can mean physically. In some cases we have directors come at Moment Factory and just, you know, get a desk going between his editor and the animation people or the graphic designer, and, you know, it's just kind of part of the space. And if it's not physical, then it's still like directly with, so that they're able to share their direct ideas and feedback with I guess I don't want to say the creators, but the artisans, you know. So that means that that we really work as a collective, you know. And I'll rarely hesitate to bring in someone new into a project if I feel that it needs a bit of a fresh approach, you know. I might have an editor work on something for a few weeks, and then say like, okay, what if we put this editor on it for 1 week, you know, just to bring a different outlook on it, you know. Maybe I'll see something that you haven't, or that I can't see anymore because we've been a bit too close to it, you know. So I can't say that we have an open space so that ideas can circulate, and we lack of walls so that everyone can see kind of what the other is working on and collaborate on each other's ideas, although that is the result of having an open space. But it's not like we had the initial idea of going, we're going to put down all the walls and go from there, you know. It's more like we had an open space, and it created some good and some bad, you know. One of the things is the sound circulates, so suddenly making phone calls, you find people are like walking towards the corners of the room, so that's part of the bad. But then part of the good is, that's it, ideas are circulating, so we wouldn't start putting up walls, because it'd be, that's a bit anti-factory in our case. It's a very convenient place to be because, as I'm sure you've heard many times, it's not an expensive city, you know. So you have a lot of talent that comes here from the rest of the world because it's a cheap place to live and do your art, do your work. So that creates great resources for us, and that's a major point. And it's nice in that way in terms of North America, you know. Montreal is kind of linked to I guess, Europe, or a more European perspective.